welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing if you feel like this, do this video, okay? So for this, I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan, and as well as a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let us get into the cards and concepts. Okay, so first, I will be using the 6 sabotaging belief patterns brought to us by Christopher Duncan to divide this reading. And this is just things that you do on a day-to-day basis, unconsciously sometimes, to like stop yourself from getting what it is you actually want. Why I'm saying it's unconscious, because this is your subconscious brain, who is programmed to do specific things, or that you have programmed, or your life has programmed to think a certain way. And so what it believes goes, okay? And what it believes has to come true. So if it believes that you cannot lose weight, you will not be able to lose weight. If it believes that you will not be able to get better after being hit by a car, you will not be able to get better after being hit by a car. If it believes that you will not be able to befriend people, you will not be able to befriend people. And this is where being able to recode your mind, recode the pathways that you have in your mind come in handy, okay? And I can help with that, but that is neither here nor there. But what I want to say is that, what was I saying? Yes. So that's the 6 sabotaging belief patterns. And so that's that. Now, so for today's insight, what I was getting was that, what was I getting? What happened to me today? Well, something else that did happen to me, maybe it'll come back during the rest of the reading, is that, you know, when people are annoyed with specific situations but don't seem to want to change it, don't seem to want to put the effort in to change it, alright, just allow some time to pass for things to level themselves out. And things will make sense after some point, and it just indicates that they have things they need to work on their end, and it's not really you, which is an important part to know as a light worker, okay? And what I was saying in my first recording is that light workers, okay, have it difficult. Okay, we have it difficult, more difficult than most individuals, because we are held to a different standard, right? We are here to help the collective consciousness evolve, in which case we need to be put through more challenges, put through more difficulties, so that we can rise above it, and so that we can help others rise above it as well. But in order to be able to help others rise above it, we first need to go through this ourselves, so that we can explain it better, okay? So that was kind of what I got for the insight. Now, for the first sabotaging belief pattern that I will use, which is the individuals who do not feel capable. And the card that I pulled for you guys is trust in God, let go and let God, trust the process. Alright, now, I feel like the individuals who do not feel capable of doing something don't trust themselves enough to do it. And this is just saying that if you might not know how it's going to pan out, but God knows, that higher power knows how it's going to pan out. So just follow the breadcrumbs that God has put on your path, and it will make sense along the road. I feel like that's what this is basically saying. Okay? So that was it for the individuals who do not feel capable this week of doing something. It could be anything. It could be whatever. And that was it for you guys. Now on to the individuals who do not feel worthy. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more worthy. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week, please come forward and share what they can do to feel more worthy. So, for the individuals who don't feel worthy, what can they do to feel more worthy? Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got adjust your method. Would make sense. So, for those who don't feel worthy, it's probably because you've been doing something again and again, and for some reason you have the feeling that you've been hitting a brick wall, and things have not been moving. In which case, this is just saying adjust your method in order to change it up a bit to be able to feel more worthy. Because maybe the method that you've been using is not really allowing you to feel the best, is not really allowing you to complete something the best way that you can. Alright, so this is just saying adjust your method so you can get better results. Okay, so that was it for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week. Now on to the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share what can they do to feel like they belong this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week. And you got right. I heard manifesto in my mind. I also heard write up a process. I actually did not hear that. I just made that up. Write down the process that you would achieve whatever it is that you want to belong to. Do some research. Write up the first points that jump to mind, and then as time goes by, you'll be able to step it out and follow those steps. Is what I'm getting. All right. So that was it for the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week, and for the individuals who do not feel perfect, we got a follower, and it is be open to change. So for the individuals who do not feel perfect, is there something you've been doing that has not given you the results that you've been wanting or the return that you've been wanting? In which case, this is just saying that go get some advice and be open to the suggested changes that they are suggesting you to do. Okay? So, because I feel like you'll have better results with those after having done those changes that have been suggested to you. So that was it for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week. So please, now onto the individuals who do not feel significant. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more significant. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, and you got manifest. If you do not feel significant in doing something, it could be anything, it could be whatever. So, manifest. I feel manifest situations that will help you feel more significant. or or manifest new ideas that you haven't thought of before. Now, what you need to be mindful of is that this does not mean it's going to be easy and easy as cake. No, it's not. Even cake is hard. Even cake is hard to make sometimes. It has so many steps and so many intricacies that you're like, okay, please keep it to yourself. I'm fine without cake today. Right? So it's just, what I mean to say is that life asks for life to put you in certain situations that will make you become what you want to become, make you become more significant. But generally, when you want that, what life, God, your angels, your ancestors, whatever, are going to do is put you in difficult situations that are going to make you grow and expand and mature. That is what they're going to do. And for those people who just expect things to just fall in their laps, unfortunately, that's not the case. It'll never happen that way. Sorry. Right? I mean, I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be the center of attention. But how did God give me the ability to do that? No, and I also want to become a mentor. So how did God allow me to become that? By putting me in a car accident and making me get better and giving me something to overcome, so that I can actually spread the word of how to overcome certain difficulties. So now on to the individuals who do not feel good enough this week. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough, please come forward and share what can they do to feel good enough. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel good enough. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, and you got. Know that everything will be fine. Everything will work out in the end. If you don't feel good enough right now of doing what it is that you are being called to do, that's possibly because you don't feel like you have the necessary abilities, necessary knowledge, necessary what have you, to complete this thing that you have been asked to complete, but yet you feel not good enough to do. Know that if God has asked you to complete a specific task, you have the necessary requirements. If you don't, super simple. Go take the class and gain the necessary knowledge to complete it. Know that everything will be fine. Everything will work out in the end. If you do the steps to get there, everything will work out in the end. Okay? So that was it for my gorgeous individuals who do not feel good enough. Alright? So, my gorgeous triple tears. This is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.